It's the Memphis Tigers and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit... Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And the Bears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Tigers' offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And it's Aaron Nolan taking the field. They'll be relying on him to make sure this offense is productive in this one. The play fake, wants to throw on first down. Left side is Chapman.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Tipton. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the option, he keeps it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Looking to pass, it's Nolan. Fires to the tight end. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Driving forward, it's Hayden. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires immediately. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. Blasted as he lets it go. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Lagway to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Out wide left, it's Livingston. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He's got his man across the middle. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Motion from the wide receiver. Lagway. Setting up the screen. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. First play of the period will be a second down. The give. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing, Lagway. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
From the gun on third down, Lagway. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking downfield, it's Millen. Finds his man, it's Hayden. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. He's there to make the stop.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Jukes his way for more. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Flips it out to the back. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Memphis will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give to the single back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Flagway wants to throw. Got his man on the outside. Shakes a man, and he might take off. The 20. He is in. Touchdown Bears!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what.
From the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And they'll stop him short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This late in the half, here's
Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Oregon Ducks.
Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Memphis head coach coming out of the locker room. The biggest concern he has right now is their offense. They do have an opportunity to take the field and start the third quarter. He said, we have got to gain momentum. This home team and home crowd is making it difficult, but he said, I believe in our guys. We talked at the half, we've made some adjustments, and we'll see if they're able to come out and get back on track to start the third. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Memphis wants to move quickly. Pulls it. Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt.
Number 82, on to kick it away.
He makes the catch at the 10. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Wide receiver going in motion. Play fake Lagway. Flush to the left. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Buying time to his right. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Defense showing blitz here. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Hayden. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit as he throws.
And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on him today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker to protect them. It's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he avoids the sack.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete. Some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, we had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Working the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Out of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped
The drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and running. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Now Memphis will use its 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Nolan. In traffic, it's Chapman. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores, got to push the ball down the field, take more chances.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Miller. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Lagway. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lagway escapes the pressure to his right. Going deep to the corner. Intercept. A little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop them. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw one first. Rushes on. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start